Today I am going to take you into a journey to one of the most beautiful and largest Neutrino experimental area, which is located in Japan, which is the Super-Kamiokande experiment, and this is one of the largest existing neutrino facility, which is already honored with 2 Nobel Prize and many more international recognition. So now the journey from this Kamioka Experimental Research Complex to the mine where the experimental area is located is beautiful. It was just after this New Year break and it was snowing almost every day. And it looks so beautiful when we travel inside the mine. And it is also important to mention that you cannot go alone inside the mine. You have to already report it. You need permission to go inside the mine, and you have to go with one driver or basically the shifter or the guide who can take you, and they have the permission to go inside the mine. And during winter it's almost snowing every day. There is a possibility of huge avalanche, so you have to be very careful when you are going inside the mine to visit this experimental site. So now we are approaching to the neutrino facility experiment, to the Super-Kamiokande experimental area. So you can take off your shoe and you can enter to the experimental area through the left gate. And when you enter to the gate, then you can choose one of the shoes which are kept there for visitors or workers, which one will be preferable for you, and then you can enter once again. And on the left side is a main control room, and when you enter going straight, this is the experimental tank area. So the Super-Kamiokande, this experimental site is under the mountain. It's known as Yakano mountain. The mine is not active anymore, but yet used for many different experimental site, including Super-Kamiokande and Kamioka experiment. The Super-Kamiokande is a huge water giant detector, which is also known as a chain curve detector, and for that we use the photomultiplier tube. It is one of the replica of such photomultiplier tubes which are installed inside that water tank, and that used to identify any detection of neutrino interaction. And those photomultiplier tubes are created and developed by this Toyota factory in Japan, and those are installed inside the detector. So now we can passing through many different gas chambers and pumps which are used to monitor and control the water level inside the tank. And now we can enter to the experimental area, so experimental tank, and now the experiment is ongoing and is recording data which will be used to analyze in future for many different experimental purposes. Now when we are going inside the tank, and now this tank is basically under this region. Now we are on this tank, and this is known as the Super-Kamiokande dome. And this Super-Kamiokande experiment, there are many small detector and cables here and there. I am going to show you in the next video. Till now, the Kamiokande and Super-Kamiokande recognized with many international and national awards, including 2 Nobel Prize. And here is one of the replica of this Super-Kamiokande detector. Now we are on top of this tank, and inside the tank there are waters with gadolinium and photomultiplier tubes. And on top of that there are many small electronic heads, which I am going to take you in the next video to show how all these giant detectors are operated, including these photomultiplier tubes. So stay tuned, and in the next video I am going to show you in more details in this experimental.